We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NotA Game Report. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me this evening we have...
Stevie B!
Is she still talking with her mic muted?
Were you muted?
This has not been the first time I did it tonight. Oh my god. Maybe I'm as tired as you guys. It's been a day.
Hi! Woke up from naps?
Hi! Hi! I'm gonna start over. I'm Xtina's ninja. We're here. And we're tired.
Super tie-tie.
These two just woke up from a nap.
We did.
I did a stream. But, you know, work kind of tuckered me out. I refused to sleep because I'm not a baby.
I had McDonald's. That's what tuckered me out.
Yeah, I had meat and potatoes. Meat and potatoes gets me every time. I'm just like, oh, I had to make pot roast, and I was just like, it's like fucking curtains. It's like
What was the? I had shredded wheat.
Oh, you didn't have your broth? You've been on a broth kick for a while.
I know. It took so long to make it that I only had one in me. So, a lot of it, like I only had one brew in me, and like the rest of it, while it was thoroughly boiled through, it has like one more left in it. I'll probably do it tomorrow, but I am up the wazoo in bone broth. It's in the freezer though. I freeze it. I make soups.
Hi, I'm Xtina. I make soups.
I make soup. No soup for you.
There it is.
Yeah. So how's everyone doing this week so far?
Sleepy.
okay until Monday. I was not okay on Monday.
Yeah.
What? So it was such a privilege for the people that own PS5s to get to play Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins trial. Such a privilege.
I don't think it was a privilege.
Such a privilege to almost end it all on stream. Just literally just end it all after I fought the boss of the trial about 1,600 times. Unsuccessful, by the way. I really hope that when that game launches, it has a story mode like Jedi Fallen Order did. Because it is 100% a Dark Souls game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I've said it before on stream, I would never play a Dark Souls game because I get too ragey. I got a bit ragey Monday night. And by bit, I mean a whole lot. And someone goes, "You're not taking the time to learn the fight."
It's //
Right! Thank you!
What's there to learn?
And like, it's like, yeah, you're supposed to keep dying over and over again and memorize the exact movements of the boss so you can dodge at the exact times you're supposed to dodge and just do that over and over and over again until it's almost dead. But he might kill you right when it's almost dead. So like the last 30 minutes are you just fucked, they're gone. And I just didn't do well. I just did not. I like the gameplay up until that point. I like the equipment system up until that point. I just got to Chaos question mark. That was his name. Up at the top, it said Chaos question mark.
Yeah,
Rick Garland.
but was
For
he
those
really
people that
just
know.
only wearing a t-shirt? Like, what kind of armor is he even wearing if he's supposed to fight this chaos? Just a t-shirt?
No, the game had like I was in full decked out armor. The game is just showing that because that's like when the demo starts is what you're wearing. Of course, the people like that are super fucking cool are doing it with just that beginning armor.
Hmm.
I'm not one of those super cool people. But no, the game has full like armor sets. Like you're decked out. It's not you're not wearing like jeans and a t-shirt.
Okay, because you can't be looking like just you came off the emo bus trying to fight chaos.
You definitely look that way.
Wait, so what game is this again?
So the at Square Enix they showed off the Ninja. Well, what's that game developer? Mm-hmm. I can't remember, man.
Shattered Dreams, Final Fantasy Origin.
Well, no, the name of it is Stranger in Paradise on Fantasy Origins, but the Team Ninja, that's what it was. Team Ninja partnered with Square Enix to make this Final Fantasy Origins game, and it's Souls-like, Dark Souls. Have you played a Dark Souls game before, Christina?
No, I
Or not?
refuse.
Yes, gamesies.
That's why I
Actually,
quit Star Wars Fallen Jedi.
I played for 5 seconds off of a friend's suggestion, and I played on his machine, and I got wrecked by some random, I don't know, some random thing, and it's like, what the shit? I was like, oh yeah, there's a high difficulty curve, and even ones that are super high level, you're not ready to fight yet. They'll still come after you. It's random. It's like I threw the controller at him and ended the game.
Yes, I straight up was not having a good time. Now, if the game launches with a story mode, I will probably still play it because I want to know the story. I'm a little bit of a Final Fantasy fanboy, if you will. It just wasn't that good. Arwen says, get right. I'd like to see your stream on normal difficulty, Arwen. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you do it, Arwen, on normal difficulty. I can't wait for that stream, Arwen.
He can wait.
But you have to appreciate Fallen Order's story. Exactly what Arwen said. I just talked massive shit, but Arwen's right. Fallen Order had a story difficulty, which made it very easy. That's why I would like Final Fantasy Origins to include that as well. Even Fallen Order wasn't this bad. I played Fallen Order on normal difficulty, and I had a little bit of a time. There was a couple of times. I do remember one specific time where I was playing, and Golden Dodge, you see her sometimes, I know he's here right now, was watching me play, and was just like, hey man, maybe you should take a break. Me to take a break, because I was getting very mad. Yeah, talk to me. Thanks, Stevie. You're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. So yeah, I really need a story mode, like, because fuck, I really want to experience the game and play it. I just don't want to hate playing a game. Like Aaron goes, so are you having fun?
Wow.
Not even kind of. How's your head? I see you not. It's good. This actually isn't from that, but
Holy
no,
shit! I just saw that. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I've had it since Tuesday.
This is what I get for not really making eye contact with them.
Rude as fuck. Well, yeah, we know this for a minute. You just not noticed that?
I never looked up. I looked up to take a screenshot of your Discord, and then I moved away.
So rude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I noticed it, but I didn't say anything, and I thought it was like a weird.
At respect.
Thought it was like a weird thing, like a weird shadow at the time when you had your head turned, and it's only gotten bigger since I first noticed it. Like, what's going on?
Off, that's what she said. Second off, yeah, I honestly don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. It's happened once before. I don't know if it's like a rash or the T virus or
Oh,
what.
you did. Oh, you didn't bang your head on something?
No,
Yeah.
no, this just was fucking there. Like
Oh.
that's what I said. Like, all right, I guess I got this now. So
Yep.
it
Yep.
doesn't help that like this is me at work. Just like I get stressed out and I just sit there with my headset on and just like rub my head like this all day.
That
And I
might
mean,
be it.
maybe that's what did it.
That
Because like
might
I
be it. Because we were talking about how some people are still very tech illiterate.
they definitely are. It's dumbfounding. It's God, it's
Yeah.
so dumbfounding.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of tech,
oh,
what came out this week on video games?
oh,
Aw,
She segues now. That's her thing.
that's her thing.
that is my thing. Yeah.
I'm gone for 4 weeks, and all of a sudden she starts segueing.
So, who wants to do the list? It's very
Oh,
kind of a
you know
short
it,
list.
because I have that nice, sweet, sweet voice. Coming out
Right.
this week, we have Out of Line on PC June 23rd. Legend of Mana on PC, PS4, and the Switch on June 24th.
Ooh.
Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the Switch June 24th. Scarlet Nexus on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X on June 25th. Mario Golf Super Rush on, you guessed it, the Switch on June 25th.
What?
Ever Forward on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and then the Switch on June 29th. Rico London on PC, PS4, and PS5 coming out in June, and Sky Children of the Light for the Switch in June. We didn't have dates for those.
No, they were just like in the bottom. I don't know. Like they were just like there at the end of the month. So I was like, oh, I got something. I don't know. And
Fuck it.
to be fair, I
To be fair,
could have done my due diligence and like looked, but I didn't. I was just gonna say that I didn't.
I kind of went with
That's,
it. I mean, we
You
only have
guys
like
woke
one
up
more
from
week
a
in
nap.
June, so
It's okay.
eczema maybe. I mean maybe. I mean I have been. I think Beth's talking in my head. I've been a little bit more stressed out over the past few months for many different reasons than I have been in a long, long time. So maybe my body is just like reacting to that. I don't know. I don't know. I see a kitty. Oh yeah, kitty. Oh, kitty.
Kitty, Trex. My kitty
oh,
right over here. It's
I thought it was my kitty.
Manga. It was her birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy
Aw.
birthday.
My little bubby. but but I forgot what we were gonna do. So I think we can we are live Wednesdays at 9:30 or 9:45 if you're feeling nasty.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I apologize.
It's like you can find us right here every Wednesday on twitch.tv/Nerds of the Apocalypse. But you can also find us on YouTube whenever the hell Stevie B is able to upload these videos. But if you want to be part of the conversation, you have to come join the Twitch side of things, and join the conversation. We'll call you out and maybe berate you a little bit. I don't know.
Darwin.
Wrath. But yeah, so like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your brothers, tell your pets. We are Nerds of the Apocalypse.
Kittens, I gotta tell you about this.
Aaron said nut button. No, do y'all know about this nut button?
Oh.
Aaron's brought. I did it again. Aaron brought. I'm so sorry. It's the N at the end. Okay, please don't judge me.
Thing?
I was talking to Aaron about this last night, and she's brought it up before. But apparently, some streamers have like the nut button, and you know the buttons that are like no, or you you push. Apparently, there's one that's like nut. Like it's essentially a self bonk, right? Like when you're ready to bonk yourself, you nut. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Look, if I was gonna have a nut button, it would definitely be any of the folks from Letterkenny saying nut.
I was like, man, maybe I should just go ahead and get one.
It just needs to be a soundbite from Letterkenny. They had a whole fucking joke section about just saying nut. Like, give me that sweet, buttery, creamy nut.
Nut. I remember that episode. I said, what the fuck? Yeah,
I gotta watch Letterkenny, man. On Hulu.
I bet have y'all watched Letterkenny? Letterkenny is so funny.
It's so fucking good.
And that's what I appreciate about you.
Oh, is that what you appreciate about me? About it. I don't know. Nut. Should we get into the games, or do we want to talk about the weird fucking thing that happened?
Let's leave weirdness for the end. I like weird for the end.
Okay, we'll do that.
We're gonna get weird. We're gonna get weird.
All right, so let me go ahead and start this off because this is for me.
This is
here we go.
Coming over from Tom Warren, my buddy Tom from The Verge. Cyberpunk 2077 returns to the PlayStation Store with a big PS4 warning. All right.
What's the warning?
Users
don't fucking buy it.
Right. So you can play the game on PS4 Pro and PlayStation 5. Additionally, a free next-gen upgrade will be available for our owners of the PS4 version of Cyberpunk 2077 the second half of 2021. Users may continue to experience some performance issues with the PS4 edition while we continue to improve the stability across all platforms. The PS4 Pro and the PS5 versions of the game will provide the best experience on PlayStation.
Okay.
So if you got a base PS4, stay the fuck away, is what they're saying. They're saying don't go near this thing, man. There you go. On the Twitter thread that this was posted on, one of them, someone shared a link of their gameplay that was like, this isn't much better. It's like still glitchy and like people disappearing, and I was just like, oh man. That game was just not made for the base PS4. Like you just
that game at this point wasn't made for the PS4 anything or Xbox anything. It was basically made for either an high-end PC that even I can't fucking replicate, or a PS5 or Xbox Series X. Like this game that was supposed to be for current gen at the time was then upgraded and just kept being worked on over and over again to where the point is like, no, it's broken on current gen it was supposed to go to, and it needs to be played on the better versions that no one can fucking get their hands on.
I can run on my PC Trex with PS2 graphics. Yeah, the stuff that Arwen showed when that game first came out was hilarious. It really did look like he was playing the PS2 game at some points. It was very funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, at some point, if it's in a playable state, as glitchy and messed up as it is, you have to they're like, let's just put it back on the store. But like, anybody should know not to get this. I will say this: we have a friend, Shadow Ben. He actually got this game for the base VCR model, as I like to call it, Xbox One. And he's playing it. He said he played it and he didn't really have many issues. Now, he's good at ignoring stuff for the good of the gameplay, right? So he's not as judgmental when it comes. He's judgmental, but not judgmental to video games. We won't get into that though. Just kidding. I love him. And so maybe he's just letting it go. I don't have a base Xbox to test on anymore, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just have a One X and a Series X, if you understood that. Not to be confused with the Series S or the Xbox One, or just One X is the one the One X and the Series X. And I haven't tried Cyberpunk on the One X. To be fair. But on Series X, it plays fine. It does glitch out every once in a while, but it does play fine. But they're like at the end next half of the year we'll have the upgrade patches, and so I'm just like, oh, fuck
Yeah,
it.
in 2 years we'll have the upgrade patches. Yeah.
2 years. That in 2 years, that's when the game should have been finished.
Came out too early. They just shouldn't have launched it. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I think that this current gen PS5 Series X started a year too early. That's just my opinion. I don't think with everything that happened with the COVID and stuff that's going on with like the capacitors and stuff like that, I think I should have just kept them, saved them, and released everything this holiday. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but I think they were going for, you guys are stir crazy. Let's sell this product that we know we're gonna like sell out on
Boy,
and
did
make all
they
that
sell.
money. Yeah, they sold like a whole lot. Hey, Minga. But are they manufacturing anymore, or is this it?
Nah, they're slowly releasing them.
Are they? Are there new
Yep.
ones out in the wild that are not bought up by scalpers?
They are not out in the wild. I don't think stores have stocked them physically, but I think stores are getting them for online sales. Well, I know stores are getting them for online sales. But that doesn't stop the scalper rush. That's the problem, right? It doesn't stop the scalper rush. The only thing that I saw, actually today, a friend of mine got a Series X because GameStop kept a bunch for Xbox All Access. For those that don't know what that is, that's where you could spend $35 a month for 2 years and get 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate and the Series X. Essentially, like you do a phone, 0% APR. The console just comes to you, and it's so you end up saving not that much. When it's all said and done, about what is it, like 15, $20. You still save money, but it's just how it goes. And a buddy of mine got one. He got one from GameStop this way. Now, I have seen them go live, and some people get them, but it's pretty rare. It's scalpers are still doing the scalping thing.
For that.
So it just sucks. But I mean, maybe one day there'll be enough in the store for scalping not to be a thing. But I think that I've said this before on the stream, maybe even on the Game Report. I don't think that consoles are going to be back in stock in their glory as they were until around spring of 2022. I think that we're going to have this shortage for the year on this, and GPUs. Can't even get a fucking GPU right now. GPUs, in my opinion, are worse right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. That might be true. Like,
It's Shing Jones, he got 3080. So now I'm like trying to wheel and deal and get his old card because I still have like a 980. So I'm like, I think he's got I can't remember what he has, but it's definitely better than what I got. So I'm like, what's up, man? Let me get a little shipping action, and I'll send you some PayPal. Let's go.
Arwen
Maybe
says,
get rid of.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Arwen says he can run Cyberpunk on his PC with PS2 graphics.
Yeah, we already did.
Man,
See
What?
in action.
like what are the PS2 days like anymore? It's hard to
Nintendo
remember.
just celebrated 25 years today, and
What?
Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I'm like, those are fucking highlight graphics, bruh. Those are pinnacle, peak.
Pinnacle.
I just heard P. Sorry. Maybe get rid of console exclusives. I mean,
that would be the
that would in fact be the dream.
It'll never happen.
It's what keeps them in sale.
It's what motivates. It's what motivates buyers to choose one or the other. If you have an exclusive game that people really want to buy, they will buy that system.
Or sub up to a software, they'll actually get access to all those games from those platforms. I'm just saying, this get some money off from other people, even though it won't be the full price. It'll be at least be a monthly fee. What?
Here we go.
You say something? You say something?
Nope. Nope. Didn't say anything. Nope.
Just the same shit he's always saying. I do think that console exclusives are going to get smaller and smaller. I mean, I don't think you'll see things like stuff that is exclusively on PlayStation or Xbox find themselves onto the competing console, but I do think that Sony will follow Microsoft's footsteps, and start putting those exclusives onto PC on launch day as well. It just makes sense if you enjoy money. If you like money and want to sell your game, it just makes sense. So hopefully that goes down. But I don't think you'll see it come on consoles or vice versa. Like you won't see like Halo on the PlayStation or like God of War on the Xbox. That won't be a thing.
But God of War could definitely be coming to PC thanks to an industry leak.
That is true. We talked about that, didn't we? Yeah. So
Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, and some other game I can't remember. It was the third one. It's gonna be coming to PC thanks to Steam.
If God of War comes for the PC, like I'm gonna be suckered into buying it again.
Me too.
And that would open doors for a later release of a delayed release for God of War 2 on the PC. Like maybe a year after it launches on the PS5. But
I say God of War, but if they're gonna release it on Steam, I would want them just to release of course the new God of War. I think is what's gonna be thanks to Sony's Nomi convention. But I definitely want like the whole catalog of God of War games just available.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if Sony wants to pay Steam to host their games on the PC as a PC marketplace, sure, Sony, go ahead and do that. Besides, go ahead and do a sub that you could have a sub going straight to you, and whatever. Just understand how the future works. It's okay, Sony. It's okay, Jim Ryan. You'll figure it out, buddy.
The new God of War.
Oh God. I don't want to talk shit with you, but then you talk shit about Jim Ryan. I feel like I have to join in. Yeah, Jim Ryan. Sorry.
But God of War can already be played on PC. Calm down, Raph.
Yeah, calm down.
Look, Raph gets a PC and all of a sudden he starts redacted, and now everything's on the PC because he's redacted. That's fine, Raph. But also, thank you for sharing Redacted with me. I really appreciate that because now I'm going to Redacted and get a bunch of Redacted and play it on my PC.
You're going to need to share this Redacted, sir.
I'll share Redacted after stream.
Thank you.
I still forgot which console Jim Ryan is. He's PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's next, Stevie B?
Yep, Stevie, you were talking about this earlier.
Oh, man. All right. So we'll talk about this real quick, and then we'll start discussing. I talked about this earlier in the beginning of the stream, my personal feelings towards it. But there are some official word from a Famitsu. I hope Famitsu. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
I might be saying that wrong. I apologize.
You got it right, buddy.
Because a lot of the Resident Evil stuff comes out of this magazine too. There's an interview, right, with Nomura, who I'm assuming is that's the lead developer, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. So there's just some story and gameplay information that's been released. Jack, Jed, and Ash. These are 3 characters that if you've played it or seen it played that are running around in the game. You have control of the main character, and then you don't have any control of the 2 people you're with, but I think that is just part of the trial. I don't know if you're gonna be able to control them or not, or it's gonna be one of those things where like you can control what they do passively, if that makes sense. Sort of like a Dragon Age kind of thing, or I guess sort of Kingdom Hearts, right? I'm not sure, but in the trial version, I did not have any control over them. Other party members will join, but can only fight with 3. So that's good, right? So they'll be you won't just have the 3 bros running around. I'm sure there'll be a varied cast, just like any other Final Fantasy game.
Yep, there's gonna be a Karen.
Say again.
There's gonna be a Karen.
I mean, yeah, probably. So there's strangers in this land. I don't know really what that means.
Probably
part of me feels like
it's Final Fantasy. None of their titles make sense.
Right.
But they're strangers in this land, and this is Stranger of Paradise.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So this could mean that they're not from this world, or they're entering into a different continent. Final Fantasy goes crazy ass places, so there's literally no telling what this means. So there you go. You can change all party members' equipment,
like any other
which
RPG.
you cannot do in the trial version. You cannot do that. You only have control over the main character. And for those that haven't seen it played, I did tell Trex, all the trailers and stuff do show essentially t-shirt and jeans chilling. I was in t-shirts and jeans for maybe a minute before I started getting equipment and actually put on what looked like actual Final Fantasy gear. So that only lasts for a second.
Oh, fuck you, Raph.
Yeah.
Raph, Trex, it's the first FF for you know why Stranger of Paradise equal. I don't know what that means.
Hi.
I swear to God, if this is that kind of thing, I'll play it.
I don't know what it means.
The main character gets hit by a bus and gets traveled to a parallel world because now he's a stranger of paradise.
That's enough. That's fine. The game will explain exactly what is a Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light exists in many different Final Fantasy titles. It is the main theme of essentially 1 and 14 as well. 14, you are the Warrior of Light, your character that you make.
You're a Catholic priest.
And many, many other titles focus around the Warrior of Light theme. So we will see what happens there. So a lot of stuff come out of that. Again, when I played this, I did not have the best time. I did go into it knowing that it was Souls-like. I went into it with a little caution because I knew that I might not enjoy it. But I'm going to be honest. Up until the final boss of the trial, I died a lot. But when I play games, I'm used to dying. I'm not good at video games. I never really have been. So dying wasn't a thing for me. And I think, and even the save points were spread far enough apart to where it wasn't very daunting when I did die. And you do have to learn how to fight things correctly, which is fine to me. I don't mind that. And so I had a good time up until we got to the final fight, where I just constantly died. It fucks with your psyche at some point with how much that you die. You're just like, oh how many more times is this going to happen? Am I going to see this loading screen? Am I going to be standing here back at the save point? It's just happened. And I felt like it was Groundhog Day, right? I felt like I was Bill Murray in fucking Groundhog Day, and it was never going to end. And it didn't. And I never actually beat it. Arwen says, if you say Warrior of Light again and again, it'll end up sounding War of Light. Okay, that's. I'm so done with this. I'm so done with y'all.
That was clever, though. Come on, give him respect. That was clever.
That was good.
I need to say it again too.
That being said, War of Light did come in and was like, do this, do that, do this. You have to do the fight, and you have to do this, and you have to watch what he's doing, and you have to focus, and blah blah blah. I did feel a little better. Because the next day, after dinner, I sat down and I watched someone play this. Someone who seemed better at video games than me. They were also playing on normal difficulty like I was.
Was it your daughter?
And I watched them on their stream die over and over and over again. And get frustrated at the same things I did.
So maybe it's just a hard game.
It's definitely a hard game. And to be fair, our good old friend War Reliant did say play on easy. I thought he was trolling me. I thought he was calling me a terrible gamer because he played it on hard. But I can see now that he was actually trying to do me a favor. And I did get very disappointed because there is no changing the difficulty. That didn't exist. You can't change the difficulty in the middle of the game. So,
no.
I was stuck. I was like, I'm not doing all this over again on easy mode. I will just wait for the game to launch in 2022 and play it then. That's I'm done. So yes, it is coming 2022 to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and PC. So it's coming to a lot of places.
Oh. I'll just watch you play on easy mode and get frustrated because you'll still die.
I'm pretty sure people came back and was like, "Are we still doing this?" Like, they left and came back an hour later, and they're like, "Is he still fucking fighting this person?" Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Well, I am. Wow. Well, so this next thing that we have on our list is conspiracy theory, like one of a few that we have tonight. But this one involves Hideo Kojima. From Ethan Gatch from Kotaku, Hideo Kojima conspiracy theory ends with tears. Silent Hill fans are seeing teases of a new game everywhere. So, do any of you guys play have you ever played Silent Hill? Any of you?
I know it.
Yes, I've played a good portion of the Silent Hill games. Not all of them, but the earlier ones, 1, 2, and I can't remember if that was actually called 3 or it was called something else.
Okay.
I definitely finished 1 and 2. The one with the blonde girl, I can't remember what number that was. I played that about halfway through. I never
That was number 3.
So.
Yeah.
3. Okay, yes. So I played that about halfway through and never finished it. And that's been my dabble in the Silent Hill universe.
You know what? I was going to say that I've never played Silent Hill before, but I do remember Silent Hill 3. You know, back when you got demos on a disc when you bought, I think, one of the gaming magazines. I think it was PlayStation. Like, one of the gaming magazines gave you a disc included in their books, a bunch of game demos to look forward to, and one of them one time was Silent Hill 3. I played it, instantly got scared and said, "Fuck this," and I threw the demo disc out because it scared me so much.
Damn.
And like,
all right.
I mean, I was a big wimp back then.
Back then.
I still
Last
am,
week.
but shh, shut your mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
That was last week. He's so rude. Man, he's so disrespectful.
I know, he's so rude. But
I should never take naps ever again. I'm so cranky right now.
I know, it's like, where is all of this coming
I
from?
have no idea.
You're a sweet little puppy. No, but a week ago, most people didn't know that this game called Abandoned was an upcoming indie horror game for the PS5, nor that it was being made by Dutch developer BlueBox Game Studios. Now both are at the heart of gaming's latest conspiracy theory that Metal Gear designer Hideo Kojima is secretly involved and Abandoned is actually a new Silent Hill. There's just one small hitch. Blue Box Games keeps saying that none of it's true. Now, this conspiracy theory is just like all kinds of bonkers, but the hype train started pulling out of the station on June 15th when Blue Box wrote in a now deleted tweet, guess the name, Abandoned equals parentheses, first letter S, last letter L, reveal closing in, hashtag PS5 exclusive. So from this tweet, many people somehow got Silent Hill from that.
I mean, to be fair, if I was looking for a Silent Hill game, I would instantly got Silent Hill from that as well. But
really?
I'm looking for it.
You're... I guess some of it may have something to do with the announcement teaser. It looked very PT-esque and furthered people's train of thought that it might secretly be a Silent Hill game. So if it actually turns out to be a Silent Hill game or something like it, I don't know. What would y'all's reaction be?
I actually wouldn't be that surprised because Hideo Kojima, I'm so sorry. Hideo Kojima has pulled some shit like this before with the Metal Gear Solid 5 game. I should have just said Metal Gear Solid 5. I know I did that. Yes, he did this. He even made a fake studio. I can't remember what they called it, but it was like a guy in a hospital that didn't have an arm. He was just chilling in a hospital. And they were like, this is the game. And all of a sudden, it becomes fucking Metal Gear Solid 5, like out of nowhere. And this went on for a minute. So this wouldn't be the first time Hideo has pulled some shit like this. I didn't frequent. I have been to the Reddit thread a few times. That's been going on for about 2 weeks. And some of the shit is so stretchy. But some of it, I'm like, fucking maybe. Like there was a tweet that Hideo put out that was like, check out these 2 books. And book on the left had the silent in the title.
Oh boy.
Book on the right had Hill. And it was either the title or the author's name. I can't remember. I think it was the title, but it might have been the author's name. I'm sorry. I'm just going off memory at this point. And people are like, look, he is straight up telling us that Silent Hill is coming out. Like he is fucking telling us.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Oh, but... yeah. I know what the books are you're talking about. They're both in Japanese and Chinese. But the tweet was from June 9th or earlier this month, and it says, "Thanks Harper Books. The Silent Wife by Karen Slaughter, the latest in Will Trent series. The last window was Kidnapping Action, and then there's Joe Hill's short story Full Throttle." Oh, Joe Hill, as in Stephen King's son. And he's much more interesting in short stories than in long ones. Look forward to both of them. So yeah, that is where people are just pulling straight up their butts. But I think Hideo Kojima is has the potential of being a straight up troll sometimes. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I actually think that this might actually be a Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
I do think that. I do think because Hideo likes to fuck with people like this. It's all throughout his games as well. The Metal Gear series is always wild like this. I just find it. I don't know. There are a lot of random coincidences in this situation. Like, it just seems a bit weird. And imagine if you had the kind of power that Hideo does to fuck with people. But you knew you were making a Silent Hill game and the announcement was coming. And instead of just announcing it at like E3, you start this like QAnon level conspiracy theory that actually ends up being true.
Yeah. No, he had to make room for the weird ass Death Stranding teaser that he showed at E3.
He needs to fucking apologize for everything Death Stranding. Just saying.
What? Yeah.
This is a good way to come back from that.
It's true.
I will say that. People fucking love Silent Hill, and it has been heinously ignored for years.
It's true. I think there hasn't really been an actual Silent Hill thing since PT. And that was what? During the early years of the PS4, right? Like early years of PS4.
I think I don't remember the last Silent Hill game. I have to be honest with you. I think there was one on Xbox and PS3.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 6 years ago. So that's a long fucking time.
I can think of another IP heinously ignored. I just need to make. They need to make that game for you and just be done with it. Legacy of Kain. They just need to make it. I feel so bad. They just need to hurry up and make it.
Oh, Legacy of Kain? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So there's been a couple of other things that really lead to certain things, like the Konami shop. Konami is the
Overlord.
Yeah.
Publisher of Silent Hill. They recently put out in their Konami shops, it's coming soon. And it's Silent Hill with the pyramid head and then like a circle like of encryptions and shit all around it. The pyramid head. It's like a Silent Hill design. And it just is coming soon. Like, what is coming soon?
So, has Konami stopped doing pachinko games, or what's going on with them now?
I actually don't know what's going on. Terrible games. Yeah. I mean, if it's released, then it's good. So can I rest in peace, Monster Rancher? Oh man, I remember Monster Rancher.
I remember Monster Rancher. I never owned the game, but it was. So I played that game for hours when I was at my friend's house. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
But
never could keep a monster alive, but it was a good game.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, heavens! Oh god, yeah. Nothing lasted for me for very long. I couldn't understand how to. I kept them fed, but it's like within an hour they die. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, you were just straight up bad.
But I don't know how. It's like, how? I'm feeding you. I'm playing with you. Like, fuck. I miss my
Yeah.
mochi.
Okay. Oh, I just found a really good mega thread on Reddit that sums all this up in a nice bow. Right. So this is the timeline of events.
Okay.
So the first tweet that we talked about came out, right? So and this just talks about kind of what I mentioned earlier. Hideo Kojima used a fake studio when teasing both Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain and PT, which was Silent Hill. The one for PT was named 7780 Studios, and the one for Metal Gear Solid was from Metal Gear Solid 5 was from Sweden. Yeah. So again, this is like his MO. Abandon received a short teaser trailer on PlayStation YouTube channel alongside a blog post hitting for release later this year. Silent Hill composer also teased a new game reveal for summer 2021. This is so wild to me. The animated PlayStation Studio logo that plays ahead of first-party games glows blue for a moment, creating a blue box, which is the studio behind this, right? Kojima's recent tweets with words Silent Hill, so we talked about the books. New Silent Hill merchandise will be released at the Konami store. We talked about this just a minute ago. There are no saved trademarks for BlueBox Game Studios, but their trailer claim they do. That is a huge tell. The fact that BlueBox isn't trademarked, kind of a tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. BlueBox Game Studios' YouTube banner is a bunch of hills. BlueBox Game Studio logo is basically PlayStation 2 Studios logo colored and inverted. Let me look at this. Let me see this. Oh, it fucking is. Oh my god, it is. Oh god. I'm fully on. Look, that's it. I'll put it in. Look, I am fully on the conspiracy.
What?
I'm fully on the conspiracy train now. It's just. Oh god, I'm on the conspiracy train. BlueBox is a term used for phone scams. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Employees at company on LinkedIn profile use stock photos. Oh God, what? Jeff Keighley follows Studio on Twitter and Instagram, and we all know Hideo and Jeff are like BFFs.
True.
Oh boy. At the abandoned trailer at the 49-second mark, the letters P and T are covered by the trees. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get the fuck out of here, man. A couple months later, BlueBox Game Studios revealed that Abandon would get its own PS5 app, which would let players run the game's trailers in real time on the PS5. This is curiously specific. This is a curious thing that not even first-party PlayStation shooting games have done. So it raised some eyebrows that this unknown game studio would be the first to pioneer the feature. Another game that got a console application as a teaser for an upcoming release, but was later abandoned, was PT.
Oh. Hey, so I typed in Blue Box and found the wiki, and because now this is fun.
Yeah.
There's a Blue Box subculture. The wide.
Oh God.
It has something to do with Wozniak and Apple and blah blah blah. But the widespread ability to Blue Box, once limited to just a few isolated individuals exploring the telephone network, developed into a subculture. Famous phone freaks, spelled with a PH, such as Captain Crunch, aka Mark Burnett, and Al Burnett, used Blue Boxes to explore the various hidden codes that were not dialable with a standard telephone. Hidden code. There you go. Cracked open. No, just kidding.
we are for it. We just became conspiracy theorists. Most of the tweets made by Blue Box are a strange local time, hours of around 3 a.m. The studio is claimed to be located in the Netherlands. Kojima is located in Japan, which is 7 hours ahead of time, which should be 10 a.m. Japan time. Okay. Hassan Kaham, I'm sorry, I probably said that wrong, has an account on PSN, Sneaky Warrior, with a total number of trophies, 1,238. The same for the Japanese Silent Hill commercial. Hassan has a YouTube channel called 2727. Silent Hills was canceled on April 27th. That's a big stretch, but that's fine. Sneaky Warrior played a game that isn't available on the PlayStation Store that is using Siren Head as an image. Junji 2 reacted to Siren Head a few months ago and implied about working with Kojima. Hideo translated from Japanese to Turkish means Karham, which is the last name of Hassan Karham, the head of BlueBox Games. Get out! Get out! Get out! Leave! Both of their names mean hero in their respective languages. Hassan Karham does have an Apple Store profile with a bunch of low-quality asset flip games under his belt. The only app that is not a game is called GoFit XL, which sits under the health and fitness category. The description of this app says at one point, personal training program, PT program. That's a stretch, but still. I look, okay, when we started this conversation, I was like, maybe Silent Hill fans need to chill. At the end of this segment of the show, I am fully on board that by the end of the year, there will be a new Silent Hill game that's going to be a PlayStation exclusive and produced by Kojima. I am fully one of these people. Now, I am part of QAnon. What can we call this? I am part of Kojimanon. That is me. I'm part of it.
You could spell that.
I'm not. It's not a chance. I barely could say it. So can Hassan explain the game Dark Blood that he was playing? No, he can't.
No, he could not.
Aaron, no, they still need to chill. No, they don't, Aaron. They don't need to chill. This is 100% factual. This is now 100% factual.
Jesus.
Yeah, don't be like, is it? What?
Is it though?
It is. I'm 100% on board. I cannot wait to play Hideo Kojima's Silent Hill at the end of the year on my PlayStation 5. There you go.
I'm looking at these like old blue boxes, and they look like they do look like, if anyone knows, like they used to use phones to hack computers, like not phone lines. Like you would put a receiver, you would put something on the receiver, and like the different tones would allow you to hack a system, and that's what this looks like. So it's just, I think, since Silent Hills works on a different frequency from Outworld, and this taps into, and blue boxes tap into a sub-frequency.
I fucking love where you're going!
Bam! That's it!
Deduced. Theories aren't facts. Unless there are theories, then they are facts, Aaron. And this situation is, in fact, a fact.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's up next?
It's another. What's up next? Oh, it's the animated Final Fantasy IX adaptation is reportedly in the works.
Raph's least favorite Final Fantasy game? Just kidding. Just kidding. One time in 14, I got this outfit, and I ran around with the outfit on for the main character, Zidane, of Final Fantasy IX. And he goes, "Are you making fun of me?" I feel like you're making fun of him, and by proxy, making fun of me. I was like, "No, I generally like this character and its outfits. It's good." So, what do we know about this?
So we know. Let's see. The exclusive report. Well, this comes from Nintendo Wire. The exclusive report comes from kidscreen.com, where it is stated that Square Enix has partnered with Paris-based Cyber Group Studios to create an animated series based on the game, with production expected to start by the end of 2021 or early 2022. The age demographic for the show is apparently 8 to 13 years old.
Nice.
Perfect for us.
No shit, right?
And Cyber Group will handle worldwide distribution, licensing, and merchandise. CEO Pierre Sisman also goes on to state that the games have strong co-viewing potential. For those who do not know Final Fantasy IX, this will be an introduction, and for those many who don't, this will immerse them in a universe they'll love. That's about it.
It's good. I'm excited for this. This is like it was a so for the PlayStation era of Final Fantasy, they went very modern / futuristic. Final Fantasy IX was a nice return to fantasy, and it sits in a lot of fanboys, even front heart as one of their favorite games. This game was, unfortunately for me, a victim of a PlayStation memory card I had where I was at the end of Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. For some reason, never finishing either one. Any of them. I don't know why. But then, my memory card became corrupted. So I got to the last disc of all these games, to the end of the game. I never finished. So, I know. I have them all. I eventually went back and finished 7. I did do that. So I have finished 7. Okay. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Because normally I'm bad at games. But that all materia is all you fucking need, man. You just get a bunch of all materia, you're good. Wait, what's happening?
Ooh, Arwen.
Oh.
Ward, you deserve that one.
You did deserve that one. We'll allow it. So I'm very excited for this, and do we know any story details? Is this going to be a telling of the game, or is it going to be like a side story?
No idea. I've already put my demo reel in because I'm going to be voicing one of these guys. Probably the one that's the black character. Probably do the black character.
I mean, if you shave your beard and you frown, you do kind of, I mean, I can see it. I can see it.
He's not black.
Yeah.
I do frown.
You do.
No, I do. No, I'm the tongue guy. I have a good tongue.
Oh.
Moving on.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's the Final Fantasy IX animated series. I can't wait. I'm actually really excited to watch this, and it was very out of left field and surprising and exciting. Let's go.
Yeah. So I think this next one is all Trex.
I got this. Got this.
Yep.
Oh God, this is gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Coming from
I know. Like I can't even with these people, man. I'm like. I go back and forth. Like I'm gonna play, I'm not gonna play, I'm gonna play, I'm not gonna play. I mean, come on, man.
Coming from Forbes, from my boy Paul Tassi, Paulie T.
Oh my god.
PT confirmed. Silent Hill confirmed.
Shit. I will get the spray bottle for you too.
It's like our Half-Life 3.
Warning. Marvel's Avengers is showing your IP address on screen after a new patch.
Oh no.
Motherfucker.
How does that happen?
Because they don't know how to do a live service game. That's why. Like, holy... You know what? Not even Bethesda fucked this up in Fallout 76. Not even... Oh my god. Just...
Look, that realization of Trex just really fucked him. He actually just that thought came to his head, and now his brain is registering it, and he just can't even. He literally can't even.
Yeah, literally can't even. He's at a loss for words.
How do you do this? Where in your game programming are you going to go ahead and say, and I love how the tweet literally just says, we understand, we acknowledge there's some extra wording I'm also paraphrasing, but there's some extra wording on screen we were taking a look at. I'm like, yeah, you're showing our IP addresses. God forbid there's someone out there streaming.
Could you imagine, like, you're just like you're semi, like a 300 Andy, but like 300 Andy's still like, all of a sudden like pizza starts showing up to your fucking house and DoorDash gets there and like you're like, the fuck is happening? You had no idea your IP, and like you don't even really fucking want to stream Avengers. You're like, fuck it, I guess I'll jump on this shit because I'm feeling kind of lazy. Let's make some lazy content today, and it just like ruins your next couple of weeks. Yeah, because some asshole knows how to track IP addresses to fucking actual addresses.
Yeah, but if they do want to send me just free pizza and free DoorDashes, I will not say no.
That is very true. That's true. I need to be somewhere. But come on. You show a string of text. But the string of text literally is just some like random string, but inside you have to take a look at it. But inside shows your IP address for your computer. Like, if someone gets a hold of that, you fucked. Especially if you're someone who is a very, very nice person and people just hate you because you're a very nice person.
Yeah. Don't be...
Like Dark Side Phil.
This guy.
The last time, and this is a true story... there was actually a person who, on my old Twitter account, when I was a bit more prominent, there was some troll that made some weird, nasty threats, not against me, but against my nieces, and is like, "Oh, we about to throw down." So, I was not as literate as I am now with computers, so I enlisted our good buddy, and we tracked that motherfucker down. We found we found their IP and tracked that motherfucker down. And it's like, "Oh, look, hey, do you live at this and this place? Is this this? Is this where it's in your room right now? Oh, hey, is this your phone number? Aw, dude." So, don't fuck with me.
Actually, funny enough, there was some... I do actually remember that, because I think it was on Twitter. Like, someone beefed at me because of some DCUO stuff, and because I gave, because there was an issue, and I talked about the issue that I didn't like the issue, but I said it in a professional manner that seemed like I was okay with it, this dude fucking attacked me for no apparent reason. And just like, "I know your IP address is blah, 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 blah. I know you live in South Carolina, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, he literally listed all that stuff that was definitely true. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm 30-something-year-old dude who barely has any credit. What are you going to do to me that life hasn't already? What are you going to do? You're a fucking dude on the internet just because you can run some ones and numbers. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, shit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I remember
I
that.
did it out of NordVPN. See, I did it out of spite and Mama Bear mode when, like, because I don't care if you come after me. If you come after kids, I will fucking wreck you. It's like...
But I will say that there was an update. There was a hot fix on June 22nd, as of this recording. The tweet was, "We are currently testing a solution to the issue of personal information, including the player's IP address and username, being displayed on screen on PS5, and plan to deploy a hotfix tomorrow at around 8 a.m. So it looks like the hotfix was, I think, this morning on the 23rd. But it bothers me because it definitely says, include the player's IP address and username being displayed on screen on PS5. What the fuck about, like, who on the PS5 is playing? The two people? What about us on PC? All three of us are worried about our shit being shown too.
And the one motherfucker on Xbox is like, "Hey, don't forget about me." I'm not kidding, by the way. I've had two DCO people that have beef with me, but I have no interaction with them whatsoever. One thing I realized about kind of standing on the outside of this TCO situation, because like, because by proxy because of Trex, right? So like, it's just how it goes. Is there are some literal motherfuckers in that content creating community. The group of people, I want to say, that Trex is talking about, like, they weren't like, okay, so like when you make a video on YouTube, you put yourself out there, right? You just star to criticism, and and it just is what it is, right? Yes. Like, you're gonna, like, if you criticize what Trex's opinions are, that's fine to me. Like, if you disagree with what he's saying and you watch his shit and you pause it and go, I disagree with that because of point A, point B, and kind of keep going. To me, it's like kind of how it is. You should know it's gonna happen. You should get used to it, right? But this person did not do that. This person was very just nasty and just said some fucking foul shit that not even I would say. I just want to, like, some shit that not even would come out of my fucking mouth about him. Okay, just saying, like, and it just oh god, I got oh man, I was just so angry. I was like, I cannot believe someone would fucking, and it was really nasty. Like, it was just like,
I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh, it was very, very bad. Luckily, this person wasn't even that popular. So like, I actually, when he told me about it, I actually had to like hunt it down. So it wasn't out there like that. Which is good. This person wasn't popular for that. But then they were like, someone reached out to him. That's one of their people. Was like, they want to debate you. I was like, they don't want to debate you. They want to be able to attack you live in front of everybody. Don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was like, don't look. I'm all about a good debate of differing opinions. I love that. I love talking shit out. People that don't necessarily see eye to eye. I mean, you learn things that way. That's how people grow. But this person did not want to grow. This person wanted to viciously take down as much as possible. And after I saw that shit, I was like, I cannot believe people like this actually fucking exist on a space like this. It was just gross.
Yeah, of course.
3 PC players just doxing each other. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting over here, of course, doing the same kind of vitriol thing with marbles and the crystal dynamics, but at the same time, and I will always, I'll make sure to try and preface this too, is like, I want this to be a good game, but it's being handled very incorrectly, and there has not been a saving point yet since after launch, and that is scary. If you are a live service game, you need to treat yourself as a live service game and learn from Destiny big time. Destiny and Bungie are like the biggest turnarounds that they have done with Destiny 2 and the changes that they've done for the community. Marvel and Square and Crystal Dynamics have just been fucking it up every step of the way. And
people who don't know how to develop games.
I mean, they made a beautiful single-player game, and it just should have stopped there. It shouldn't have continued to, here's the new update with here's some new skins that you can buy on the store. It's like, why are you a single-player game who has a store? Ubisoft, I'm looking at you. Like, it's just like silly nonsense, but then you treat yourself as like, oh, you can play with your friends, multiplayer after. It's like, there's an in-game. Oh, you're an MMO, you're a live service game. Like, well, we are, but we're not. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to be then? So it's really just, and again, this all stems from the success of World of Warcraft, that games are trying to copy that formula, butchered it into this nickel and dime microtransaction nonsense, and what the fuck? Jesus.
No, they could also learn from Monster Hunter. Yes. Monster Hunter is such a good representation of what the game is supposed to be like as compared to like what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I think what really butchered that game for a lot of people was the fact that armor was all paid cosmetics. Not all paid cosmetics, but like the armor you found on the street was just armor placement. It's not it didn't change what you look like at all.
Oh.
Right? Like the costumes you either had to unlock or buy or things like that. I think that that's one of its.
I mean, take a page from the last 2 Spider-Man games. Some of them are like you earn almost all of the costumes, and some of them, as you get as you level up more, those costumes do provide some advantages. Some are just cosmetic, but that's not what they wanted to do. I don't think they had any focus on what they wanted to do past the single player story, which was incredibly short. I hear. I still haven't played it. I never will.
I will always tell people play Marvel's Avengers for the story. Play it for Kamala. Kamala deserves the gameplay that was presented for that game. That story deserves to be shared all over. But once you're done with the game and it opens up to the quote unquote live service game, shut it down and uninstall and call it a day. Just walk away.
You know what they should do? You know what they should do? Like Dead or Alive does this, and they have a free version called I think core characters or something like that, and it's free. You get to play the game. You get a select few of characters, and they're mostly fan favorites.
Yeah, they are.
And there you go. You get to play through their stories or whatnot, and if that's good enough for you, then by Jove, they've won. But just give us the base game. Just cut the fat. Give us the base game. Charge us. I don't know how long it is. Like charge us $20, and we'll buy it.
It's a $20. I can go with $20.
Yeah, $20.
But it's a AAA game that has an indie. Now I can't even say indie service because there's indie developers out there who do better live service bullshit than this.
Heavens,
get it together. You have money. Get it together.
No, see, no, Raph. Renting does still exist. It's called Game Pass and PS Now. But we don't want the facts. Just give us the story mode. Just give us the story mode. I don't even want to waste. If I had the subscriptions, I don't even want to waste it on that. You get it? What?
I get it.
Raph. I mean, not
fucking
Raph.
PS Now, you kidding me? Marvel Avengers is now on PS Now because it has no fucking chance of making any goddamn money. It's just now.
Whoa!
So at least give me some day one shit for PS Now, okay? Don't bring PS Now to the table because he has no place at the table right now.
Oh my god!
PS
He
Now
woke
has no
up
place.
and chose violence.
I know. Woo, buddy!
PS
So
Now has a chance.
spicy.
PS Now has a chance to be amazing. It has a chance to match it. Give me your fucking exclusives. Give it to me, and I will drop so much money for you. I will drop you 15, Sony. I'll give it to you. Give me your Spider-Man. Give me your Spider-Man. That's all I want.
I feel like Trex should have thrown like a daddy in there, give it to me, daddy.
Oh my gosh. He's foaming at the mouth. Did you see that?
I know, it's ridiculous.
Spider-Man is now part of PS Now. I've already looked.
Not or is?
Oh,
Is not.
it's not.
If Spider-Man was on PS Now, maybe not day one, but they are there. The exclusives are still not there. Not the new God of War, not the new Spider-Man. Marvel Avengers shows up now past tense, like it's some Xbox Live Gold bullshit. It's like, come on. I mean, I look at the list on PS Now. It's a pretty decent list, I will say, because the rest of the God of War is there. I saw some good games, but it's like, no. Dude, Game Pass is giving me day one releases. Day one. Why can't Jim Ryan give me day one? Why can't you give me day one exclusives? Come on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Raph. Yeah, Jim Ryan. It's gotta be done. I can't. Someone said his name. What am I supposed to do? Not say yeah, Jim Ryan?
I just want PS Now to be better. That's all I want. Yeah. I'm willing to give Sony money. I'm not saying that I'm not going to give them money. I'll give them money. But they know what I want, and they ain't going to give it to me, so they ain't going to get my money.
Cool.
Next.
Okay, moving on. So, this is a PC Gamer article by Rich Stanton. Activision CEO Kotick pockets a whopping $155 million following contentious vote. Activision Blizzard shareholders have approved the company's say on pay proposal by a narrow margin, with 54% voting in favor of executive pay package. Fuck you. This is more or less what happened in 2020 when 57% of the vote was in favor of whatever, but a significant drop in support from earlier years. In 2019, the vote was 82% in favor, and in 2018, the figure was 92%. That is a whopping drop, but it's not enough for it to be out of favor. But the say on pay vote allows shareholders to have a say on what Activision Blizzard is paying the top suits. Various investment groups have been kicking off over just how much CEO Bobby Kotick is paid. For example, to the extent that Activision made substantial and sustainable reductions in CEO compensation, including decreasing Kotick's base salary, and cash bonus by 50%, making 95% of his total compensation performance-based, and linking it to other corporate objectives. Investment group CTW wasn't convinced, describing these changes as smoke and mirrors rather than meaningful change, while urging other investors to vote against it. They argue that Kotick's overall compensation package renders the apparent salary reduction moot.
If you ever wanted to look scummy motherfucker on the dictionary, this ugly, smiley, oily face of a human being would literally be it. Like, oh my God. After all the layoffs, after all the issues Activision Blizzard has had, they had to hold a meeting, a vote, to say, hey, we want more money. Let's go ahead and give our upper bosses more money. And it fucking went through.
Yep.
What? The say on pay vote allows shareholders to, have a say in what Activision Blizzard is paying the top suits? Are you kidding me? And Kotick gets it?
I mean, the rich get richer, you know? There's no such thing as trickle down.
Kill the rich! Tax the rich, whatever the fucking people are saying. Fuck it.
Tax it, eat them. Eat the rich is what the saying is.
Thank you.
But yeah.
I'm violent today.
You are. Oh my goodness.
Stupid people are doing stupid things. This is my day now.
But okay, so let me cheer you up with something that it's not on this list, but you know this happened in the past week. So you guys remember the whole GameStop share or
I know
right?
this one. I know this one.
The hedge fund company, or one of the major hedge fund companies that was betting against GameStop, lost millions. Millions.
It was $138 million.
Filed bankruptcy and are shuttering their doors. Congratulations, gamers! You did it!
Right. That's right.
Yeah, you took down one titan out of, unfortunately, hundreds of them. But you took down one of them. Now we know how to do it, motherfuckers, so let's keep going!
That's right. AMC to the moon!
Because that's where I have most of my shit right now!
Yeah! I have one more share.
Go ahead.
Look, I
buy the dip. Buy the Dogecoin. Buy the dip.
Please buy the Dogecoin. Please buy the Dogecoin. Bill Jensen and Bill Jensen Trump. Look, I've always said that, like, currently in today's market, the next big fight, I think personally, wherever this world takes us, wherever the fight is between, it's not going to be on a physical scale. It's going to be on a digital scale. I'm not saying that this is going to be the first, the Lexington and Concord of that war that will, in my mind, eventually happen. But, it could be. And that's exciting, sort of. Also a bit scary, but
a bit scary.
Buy some gold.
Bury that gold someplace secure. Be the Ron Swanson, but not too Ron Swanson. Just in moderation. Be Ron Swanson. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to say, but I can't remember. I think so. I think just we kind of know how to do stuff now to take down the big wigs from doing big wig things. If we just put our brains together, we can keep going. But to the point where it's not going to matter if the companies continue giving their money to politicians to persuade the legislative vote of whatever they're going to do. It's not going to matter. It hopefully, in some weird fever dream, it's we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, you guys. It's gonna be like one of those French revolutions where we just cut off the heads, but it's gonna be figuratively and with money.
I'm gonna. Aaron said, "I don't know. Maybe don't play their games." As in, like, EA. I mean, that's.
Say this all the time with. I say this all the time with Ubisoft, and without realizing, I've bought maybe 3 games from them since saying that when I first joined this group. It's like I bought Scott Pilgrim, I bought Valhalla, something, I don't know, one other thing, but just I can't not play good games that I think are good. Sometimes they come from companies that I supremely hate, but we do what we do. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, Aaron said Ubisoft thanks you. Aaron! Saucy. Epilogue said, man, nothing new, and he isn't even among the worst CEOs out there. I mean, that's a fair statement.
I mean, yeah, sure. It's fair, but it's still...
Doesn't change the fact that he's shitty!
Yeah.
Like, congratulations, you got a raise for your company fucking going under, and you're literally being carried by Call of Duty. We're so proud of you. You deserve a raise.
Definitely not being carried by World of Warcraft these days.
It's not anything close to World of Warcraft. I will play their new patch, though, but Jesus Christ, that game.
All right, man. Well, we do have some fairly good news, positive news that maybe some of you'd want to take down, but it's positive for most people. It's like, this is a news article that was actually pre-built for Trex. I feel like it was written for Trex in mind to read here on the Game Report.
It was
from it's like a culmination of the past 2 months since he started playing games on his fucking Samsung phone. What's up, man?
So xCloud Gaming upgraded to Series X level performance. I can stream xCloud games now in 120 frames per second. I love it.
Nut!
No, I do. I will give Ash Paris over here at Kotaku some credit here because I love the first sentence. In an unannounced move that would make Beyonce proud, it seems like Xbox Game Pass users can now stream Xbox Series X versions of games available on its xCloud Gaming streaming service. As noted by Ars Technica, the server-side upgrade to the Xbox Cloud gaming servers now enables the service to stream Xbox Series X quality game experience, a massive bump up from the previous Xbox One level performance. In effect, you can now stream Xbox Series X quality games to your Android device or PC web browser. Support for streaming to your actual Xbox consoles is still in testing, which is also an amazing thing that I can't remember if we talked about. The fact that on your Xbox One, you can stream Xbox Series X games, game quality, thanks to xCloud Gaming. That's coming to Xbox One consoles. So, like, for folks out there who can't get an Xbox Series X, you're not forgotten. That is awesome. So the change is a part of an initiative by Microsoft to upgrade its cloud streaming servers from Xbox One level hardware specs to something closer to the Xbox Series X. Yep. So that's basically it. Like, that's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, $15. You get xCloud with it on your Android or PC web browser.
Soon your Apple. Soon.
Did you hear too? Did you hear that that Microsoft is working with TV manufacturers to bring the Xbox X Cloud service to TVs?
I actually did read that. I did read that.
So your smart TV can play your Roku.
That's pretty wild.
You can play your Roku. You can play your Netflix. You can play your YouTube, but you could also have the Xbox app on your smart TV and play some games.
Interesting. And hopefully with that, they'll make the internal memory in these TVs a lot bigger, because it can run out. I have learned that the hard way.
I didn't even know they had that. I didn't know they could.
Yep, and you can expand that memory with an external hard drive. But a lot of the times you don't need it, but every now and then a TV's internal memory will get clogged up, and it will not play anything. But I fixed it already, but still, it's annoying.
Yeah, Microsoft is... Oh, go ahead, Christina.
It's interesting because a few companies have tried to do this, and maybe Microsoft is learning from where the other companies have not been successful in. I think the Steam tried to do that, right? Definitely Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's still using their new Luna cloud gaming. I still haven't gotten a chance to try yet. We definitely remember Steam trying to do it, but then they just ultimately went with their own system, and that kind of ultimately crashed. But yeah, I think if there's someone that's going to do cloud gaming, or get onto a television set in that regard, it's definitely going to be Microsoft, hands down. They'll push that shit.
Yeah. It's interesting. We'll see how that goes.
Well, the Pandora servers are fucking wild. I actually took in my last job, I took a class and learned about them, and it's pretty wild. Like it's some dope shit. What did I say? Not Pandora. Well, what's the word? Oh, God.
I don't know. I heard Pantera.
I'm getting all my shit mixed up. What's the
Help him out, chat. He's blanking. He's having a brain fart.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
Are you talking about data centers? Are you talking about the HoloLens?
That's no. That's the stuff that we use at work. Hold on. Hold on. Not the HoloLens. The Azure, sir. Azure.
Azure. Yes.
Azure, yes. I'm sorry. I got that. That's what I was thinking of. Yes, those things are wild. I took a class on it. It's amazing what they can come up with. They can essentially build people a virtual high PC desktop environment, and you just log into it and boom, from these servers. It's absolutely incredible. And now they're going to be that's how they can produce Series X 120 frames second graphics from using xCloud, as they've hooked up with that. So
I'm going to create a Minecraft server at work with our.
Warlion says that you're running around in Final Fantasy 14 while you're streaming.
War is he's a liar. He lied about inviting me to his Discord. He's lied about so many things.
Oh, let me log into
He's just
14
lying
and just check
about
real
this
fast.
You can't log in.
Why? It's a free to play game. My guy's still installed.
It's true.
There's your FF14 plug from me.
But with that, there's one more thing that we need to talk about, and then I guess it's unraveling today. And
there's no way now we're not going to talk about it.
Huh?
There was no way we were not going to talk about it.
Yeah. So, the antivirus pioneer John McAfee was found dead in a Spanish prison today, and so I'm reading this from AP. And let's see. John McAfee, creator of McAfee antivirus software, we all know that, was found dead in his jail cell near Barcelona in an apparent suicide today, hours after a Spanish court approved his extradition to the United States to face tax charges punishable by decades in prison. The eccentric cryptocurrency promoter and tax opponent, whose history of legal troubles spanned from Tennessee to Central America to the Caribbean, was discovered at the Bryans II Penitentiary in northern Spain. Security personnel tried to revive him, but the jail's medical team finally certified his death. A statement from the regional Catalan government said. A judicial delegation has arrived to investigate the cause of death. Everything points to death by suicide. The statement didn't identify McAfee by name.
Okay.
What?
I said, okay.
Oh, okay. The statement didn't identify McAfee by name, but said that the dead man was a 75-year-old U.S. citizen awaiting extradition to his country. I'm guessing there aren't a whole lot of 75-year-old men in a Spanish prison waiting to be extradited for tax evasion. A Catalan government official familiar with the case, who was not authorized to be named in the media reports, confirmed to the AP, Associated Press, that it was indeed McAfee. Not now, Kat. Spain's National Court on Monday ruled in favor of extraditing McAfee, who had argued in a hearing earlier this month that the charges against him by prosecutors in Tennessee were politically motivated and that he would spend the rest of his life in prison if returned to the U.S. Court's ruling was made public on Wednesday and was open for appeal, with any final extradition order also needing to get approval from the Spanish cabinet. This is a long one, folks, so strap in. McAfee was arrested last October at Barcelona's international airport and had been in jail since then, awaiting the outcome of extradition proceedings. The arrest followed charges the same month in Tennessee for evading taxes after failing to report income from promoting cryptocurrencies while he did consulting work, made speaking engagements, and sold rights to his life story for a documentary. The criminal charges carried a prison sentence of up to 30 years. Now, it does go on, but my cat's trying to open the door. She's trying to figure out knobs. But, so hang on, because stuff gets wild.
Hey, Stevie B.
Yes.
Barcelona.
So here's where stuff gets wild. So we know now that he has been in prison since October. If you followed John McAfee on Twitter, he has been tweeting some crazy shit lately. Well, he's been texting, or he's been doing crazy shit. But apparently rules are different when you're in a Spanish prison white collar prison.
Oh yeah.
Because he has access. But okay, so and apparently he gets his own sound room. Sorry, I'm looking at his last few tweets on Twitter, and there's on June 10th. This is as far as I'll go. There's much sorrow in prison disguised as hostility. The sorrow, blah blah blah. Most angry faces. I'm old and content with food and a bed, but for the young prison is a horror, reflection of the minds. And then this on the 17th he retweeted himself from June 17th of 2020, which is last year. He retweeted a video of himself on why power corrupts. So it's going to be some crazy guy ranting about why power corrupts and blah, blah, blah. You can watch that. And then on the 18th, he's saying, in a democracy, power is not taken, but it's still power. Love, compassion, caring have no use for it, but it's still fuel for greed, hostility, jealousy. All power corrupts. And he kind of becomes a broken record, but there is this other tweet also from last year that people are circulating. Oh no, from 2019 that people are circulating. He has a tattoo on his arm, apparently. $ whacked, implying that if he is ever found dead in a prison or something like that, it is because he has not committed suicide. It is because he was murdered. Now, we're going to do the whole, did Epstein kill himself, or was it... Or was
I love these games.
Or was he murdered by someone who had a stake in these things? So... So... It's just weird. The guy's weird, and I didn't know to what extent, but he is out there. He goes on so many rants, and no doubt he is giving fuel to whoever is going to write his biography.
Cannot wait for this Lifetime movie.
It's going to be Lifetime. I promise you. Oh my God.
That was 2 oh my's. Or was it 3? I lost track.
3, maybe. On June 3rd, he writes this whole thing. In my last tweet, I explained the virtual impossibility of identifying backdoors or other malicious code developed by a foreign agent in guise of a software engineer. I will explain the process of embedding these agents into targeted companies. And he's name dropping Apple, Google, Microsoft, etc. The process of embedding agents into electronic firms began in earnest in the mid-90s, mostly by China. Oh no.
China?
Oh, Winnie the Pooh got mad.
Here's how it works. Applicants are sent in. There's a good chance he or she will be allowed to speak to at least someone. Let's say someone in personnel. They assume they get no further. The candidate returns to the group and describes the encounter. What was their name, age, and general demeanor? Were there pictures of their family on their desk? How many children? What ages and sexes? What specific questions were asked and what subtle reactions were given to the replies? Like social engineering stuff. By this By this process, a candidate will eventually reach the next level. The ultimate goal is to progress far enough that they are interviewed by one or more members of the team that the candidate wants to work with. Game over. So he's basically describing how, if you put... It's almost kind of corporate espionage, basically. How to read whoever is interviewing you, and then just by their conversation, you get all the information you need. Type paranoid shit.
I love it.
Kind of explains why he had a security company, or that doesn't really work much.
Yeah.
But the guy's paranoid.
Kona,
Is
Kona gifted a
kind of
tier
funny.
1 sub to R1 Skywalker. Thanks so much for the support, Kona. Sorry.
Nice. But yeah, dude's paranoid. Yeah. Just go through his tweets and you will see a man who was I guess now was. It's sad that he died. I don't know the dude, so I can't really empathize or sympathize. So, but he played the crazy card real well. And he's going to make a thing of this from the grave. I wouldn't be surprised if he kept tweeting from beyond the grave.
I swear to God, this is not going to turn into a Tupac thing.
He's in McAfee Island, somewhere off the coast of Spain. That's right. Yeah, he had his own island, and that's where he went for a minute. For a while, he was missing at sea or something. If I remember that too, it was. I don't know, man. It was the whole thing's been wild.
Missing at sea, because again, we need to remember that he was trying to evade tax, or he was trying to run away from being put in prison for tax evasion. So.
Well, I mean, I get it. Taxation is theft, right? No, I'm kidding. JK.
But yeah, that's whew,
You go crazy too if you know you're gonna get got. Yeah.
But yeah, that's so the major scuttlebutt around Twitter right now is that he got whacked instead of commit suicide. Let us know in the chat or the comments what you think. We love conspiracy theories because we did it twice tonight.
That first one was not a conspiracy theory. We just simply stated a bunch of facts in a row. Aaron said murder.
It's the Associated Press. They're not gonna. They're straight to the facts. Kojima did it.
All right, that's okay. Okay, that's the part.
The blue box.
You know what? That's it.
Sorry, that was. He. Oh, war. Oh,
He
war.
uninstalled himself back to the Matrix. I'm so done with you. He took what is it? The red pill's the one that sent you out of the Matrix. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the red pill.
That's it. On that lovely note,
oh boy,
this is a good point in the night for us to tell you if you made it this far on YouTube. Don't forget you can watch us live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. ish at twitch.tv/NerdsOfTheApocalypse. You can join in on the conversation. All these lovely people did below, even if you're toxic like War Reliant or very friendly like Kona. There's a dichotomy of people that chat, and you can be part of that dichotomy. So let's go. Yeah, that's all we got. That's all there is. Not much news. We're fresh out of E3 though, so come on. All the E3 videos are now live on the YouTube. All of them. I'm still working on last week's episode because I had to cut it down to pull the Nintendo stuff out. So now I'm re-putting it back together and release that. So I'll have next week's episode and then this week, the one right now we're doing right now. And a requested feature has been timestamps on the YouTube videos. I'm going to do my fucking best to do timestamps. Okay? I'm going to do my best to do timestamps.
Not it.
So I can't promise that the one we're streaming recording right now will have timestamps, but I'm going to do my best to put timestamps in the following. E3 has timestamps. No. E3 separated into each particular thing. I cut those videos up into their own videos.
And copyright claimed.
Right.
They all got all fucking every. This is the funny thing. Every video got copyright claims, except for the fucking Gearbox one because they didn't show us shit. So there was nothing to copyright in the Gearbox because they showed us jack shit. So Gearbox didn't get copyrighted. Every other one did.
Friendly for everyone?
No, definitely not. And it's different than fucking Twitch though, because like they go wild about copyright shit. But like all YouTube does is like give you money and you make on that video to somebody else. One, they don't make enough views to really make any money. Two, we're not even fucking monetized yet. So like I wouldn't make any money off them anyway yet. So I don't really care that much. At this point, I don't care that much. If the YouTube channel ever started producing checks, we would flip the way we do things around without a doubt.
Yeah.
So that's why like when Asmongold himself, the king of the World of Warcraft streaming, decides to not name a more popular World of Warcraft streamer. I'll wait.
Howie.
Huh?
How many people watch that stream?
He has like 2,000 deep.
Oh, okay.
You know that Asmongold streams for about 30K every stream.
He is not the king.
I can't even hold 3.
I mean, we hold it.
It's making a big deal. Asmongold's been in the news, not in the news, but like he's making around Twitter because he said that he's going to try Final Fantasy 14. So it's just like this big fucking thing. Even
he's going around the internet right now because apparently he asked Amaranth a question in a little podcast.
I thought we weren't gonna mention her.
It just happened to be it. It just happened to be it because of the Asmongold thing. Apparently he asked her a question, and I have not seen what the fuck the question was yet.
That
was trending hard today.
And then the other girl showed up on my recommended list, and it's like, no.
No. But you like yoga and ASMR. I don't see why you don't like indie. I don't know.
Epic says rip Final Fantasy 14. It's not rip Final Fantasy 14. It's rip whatever server he decides to play on. I don't know if you know this or not, but the server that Asmongold play on is like they call it the streamer server because him and his WoW friends also stream on that server. It's fucking wild. It's not your average place because like people just fucking follow him around the entire time. I wish. And farts, yes.
Yeah, as someone who also plays an MMO and not as big, but still pretty big within the community, it's really fucking weird just having people just follow you the goddamn around in game. Just like you're streaming and all of a sudden like they can start waving at the camera because it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, I see myself on stream. Like, okay, this is still pretty fucking weird. Can I play my game, please?
Wait, did he go to Gilgamesh then? He's not starting until the 4th of July weekend, I think, is when he's doing it. And I'm going to be there for it all because it's going to be an entertaining show. I love watching Asmongold videos. I try to watch the stream as much as I can. I just I really like Asmongold. I'm sorry, I do. I really like Asmongold. Chains of Intent, and it's fun. It's really funny too. Like when he's like doing raids, it's like he's been playing WoW Classic, and he's like, "All right, I get everything," and then no one wants to raid. He's like, "We can't fight." So then like there's a big debate between him and his buddy on what they have to give up to roll on. And it's I don't know. It's fucking wild. It's a good time. He's obviously being a half character type, so it's fun. It's good. Anyway, so yeah. Well, I take that back. There may be a stream tomorrow night here because I think Ari might be playing Oddworld again. She played it last Thursday, so she's going to play it again. And then Friday I'll be back with Final Fantasy 14 for Free Company Friday. There is no plan. It's going to be a wing it Free Company Friday. So if you guys have anything that you need help with or you want to be done, I can help you with, please feel free to let us know. and we'll help you. I'm gonna buy War an inflatable Lady Dimitrescu for him to ride in the pool for his hot tub stream. Can I have one too? Can you send out two?
I
please?
mean, if you're buying it for people, like,
Come on, man. I
there's
want
3 of us here that would like that.
Yeah, dude.
We need a Lady Dimitrescu floaty.
Yeah.
Well, War, I don't think you're that far away. I think we need to meet halfway and get a hotel and stream in the hot tub with our Lady Dimitrescu.
That's right.
And I
Stream
have
brought
to
to you by Hyatt Hotels or maybe Hilton because they're dirty.
That's right. The dirtier the better.
GoPro. I have a GoPro that's waterproof.
We got 2
Nice!
GoPros. We have 2 of them that's waterproof as well. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Isn't there already a cutout of her for sale? Yes, there definitely is.
Yeah, that's a cutout. That'll like be destroyed if we go near water.
We need things that'll float that I can lay on and like, put my face right here. And, I'm just saying. Why does it seem?
Which part can be buoyant? I don't.
Both, right? Climb in the bag, just float it like that. Well, I don't know. Nice. TOS, definitely TOS. Now, I fucking forgot what I was gonna say. We went to the wedding in Indiana recently for Showtime, and I don't know if I told this part of the trip on stream, but we stopped at a hotel halfway on the first night, and the only thing they had available were smoking rooms. Right, so it was like a whole smoking building, right? And we were like, "Fuck it, we don't have a choice. We can deal." And so we got it, and I walked in, I was like, smells like childhood.
Shit.
Oh man.
I was like, oh man, it was, and like, I'm not even trying to be a dick. It honestly did. Like, it reminded me of being a kid in the house where everybody smoked. It just, I had to be like, but I eventually got used to it. Heather did not, so it was okay. But we were only there for a few hours. We slept for like 6 hours and left. I feel personally attacked there. It's fine, Raph. I wasn't referring to you specifically, so I think you just called your own self out. The smell of smoked herbs. It wasn't that kind of herbs. That would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot better if it was just weed. It was not weed. It was the smell of legit nicotine, and the walls were yellow.
Ew, they don't even do a deep cleaning every now and then?
Indiana.
It was actually Virginia.
Oh,
that makes sense.
I'm going to Virginia this weekend. No.
Virginia, it's for lovers, okay? All right, I'm just saying.
I'm going
that was
for
everywhere when we drove through.
Yeah.
I call myself at any time stream because you can hear the big flick on my mouth. You fucking can. You always know when Raph's like lighting up, dude. You can just hear the like, yeah, you totally fucking can. Tobacco is herbs. That's fair. Flick your bick, Raph. Whoa. All right. On that note, I have to get out of here because I have to watch a new episode of The Handmaid's Tale before I go to bed. The show's fucking wild. I'm on the current season. So
new episode of Loki is out too.
Oh yeah, I already watched it.
I don't watch it. I have a thing where I watch it on Fridays. They moved the shit to Wednesdays. Now I'm fucked up because it's 2 whole days of internet blocking I have to do, man. I hate it.
Oh yeah, you know that Disney's already announced that while their big premieres are going to do on Wednesdays now.
Yeah, I know. It pisses me off. So, speaking of shows, hurry up, Brad. We're about to end.
Speaking of shows,
yeah, I want food.
Which show?
How have you not
Warehouse
watched
13?
Trex? How have you not made Stevie watch Warehouse 13? I've seen 10 minutes of an episode. I watched the Raph on War's Discord that I didn't get invited to by War. I got invited by Raph. Just want to make that point clear again. I watched about like 10 minutes of it. It looked pretty good.
How am I supposed to make him watch a show that is like so fucking old?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And also, how am I supposed to get him to watch it when I don't even know where I could watch it? It's not on, is it on Netflix?
I don't know. It used to be, but it might be on Prime. But a show that I recommend, since we're recommending shows right now, is Warrior on HBO Max.
I second this suggestion.
it's a story that was originally developed by Bruce Lee and is just now being produced by Shannon Lee, his daughter. So it's crazy awesome. And it stars the guy who will be in the new Snake Eyes movie. Not Henry Golding, not the lead, but the friend that he saves and introduces him to. He's the heir apparent to the Ninja Academy that he takes the Snake Eyes to. But I forget his name.
Andrew
but
Koji?
His,
You talking about Koji?
Yes, I'm talking about Koji.
Yeah, Koji's good.
Yeah, he's super awesome.
Super weird with no mustache though. Super fucking weird.
But if you have HBO Max, I suggest watching that show. It does get super violent, but it's also the best martial arts series that is airing right now because AMC took away Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands was really fucking good.
It is, and they made it. Okay, so Into the Badlands is also a really good martial arts show that AMC canceled too soon, and it stars Mortal Kombat star
Louis Tan.
Louis Tan, and Simon Pegg's friend, something Frost. I can't remember.
Nick Frost.
Nick Frost. It also stars Nick Frost, and they don't turn him into Beverly Hills Ninja type goofball. He is a legit fat man who can kick your ass.
Yeah, he
Representation.
He's a badass in this show.
Oh yeah. He's the dude who carries around axes, isn't he? That was his weapon of choice, was axes? Maybe.
But he has a history of like with the whole his backstory goes deep, like is lore heavy.
Yeah.
But he is a true badass in this show. They do not make him a joke. Not at all. So, Into the Badlands and Warriors. Watch those.
I don't really have much of a show to recommend. I'm so sorry.
Well, you seconded my Warriors, so there you go.
There we go.
We'll allow it. All right, fam, that's it for us. We love you. We'll see you next week. I'm, of course, Stevie B.
And I'm Xtina's Ninja.
And I'm Trex.
And we're this part of Nerds of the Apocalypse. And we're out. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Mwah.
Bye.
Good night, Aaron.
So I picked up, thanks to Game Pass, I installed Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. Day one Game Pass release.
Is that getting bad reviews? I don't
Dude,
know.
it is getting fucking bombed.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's getting bombed.
Apparently, there's a lot of bugs with it, and like apparently even Code Carnage got mad with it. So I played it last night, and one of my biggest concerns is there's no pause button. So as soon as I started the first mission, I had to finish it, or else I would just lose all progression. And immediately I'm like, oh my god, this is like a real D&D campaign. I just can't fucking stop. Can we just take a break and just come back later? No, we have to complete this mission. And I feel like I was doing that mission for an hour and a half.
I shouldn't start that. Well, I don't know. On the Xbox Series X, it has quick resume, whether you turn it off or not. So I don't think that matters if I played on that.
Aaron is scared for New World. Trex.
Good.
I would be frightened for New World as well. It's gonna be. I can't wait for Trex to start streaming that. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I'm so fucking ready. Aaron, let's go ahead and meet up. We'll play together. I'm on the alpha now. I'm there now. We'll level up. I can't fucking wait. I'm so ready to farm so much stuff. Oh my god. Because you can just level up by just crafting and farming, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the story at this point. Just let me craft and be like a little merchant, and this could be great.
Oh boy. Well.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.